There we go. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's your girl, Sunshine. We did it. We was going to do it on IG, but we said, nah, we're going to do it here. So, now, let's go ahead introduce Buffalo's finest, Greg Juice Brady.
What's going on, everybody?
You got to talk louder now.
Oh, my bad.
They're going to have to hear you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Greg Brady, a.k.a. Juice, from Buffalo, New York. And professional boxer. I've been boxing for over a decade now. And the pros doing good, so that's me.
All right. So now let's get into what made you want to box.
Basically, like I said, like when I first started out, I just thought it was something that was going to be like hard to get into. But then just pure will, pretty much, just wanting to do it all the time and thinking about it all the time. I finally made my way down to a gym downtown Buffalo, where I met my first trainer, who was Jimmy Ralston. And from there, he took me through the amateurs and to the pros.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, with your belt and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
when was the last fight? Before this pandemic? Anything set up after the pandemic?
I had my last fight was in April, I believe, around that time.
I thought it was March.
March. Yeah, March, end of March. Yeah, and I got a first round knockout for that, and then I was supposed to fight again in May,
Okay.
and like the guy that I was supposed to fight, the whole thing fell through, so we wound up not doing that. But I have something scheduled for August.
Okay,
That'd be my
August
next
of
fight.
this year.
Yeah.
Is it going to, where is it? Oh, next year?
Next month. No, next month.
No, next month. Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
August.
it's next month. Yeah.
Look, time is going by quick. Where is
Yeah.
it going to be held at?
I'm not sure the location yet or the date, but most likely it'll either be in Rock Hill or Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now why Tennessee?
That's where my promoter is pretty much from. So
Okay.
he bounced around a little bit. He be around a little bit everywhere. So
Okay.
yeah.
So now you're not just a boxer, you're not just a family man, but you're a business owner as well, correct?
Oh yes.
All right, so let's name what you do.
I own a security company in Charlotte, and I also do personal training at the gym that I have in Rock Hill.
So your security company,
Yes.
what's the name of it?
It's just Greg Brady. It's my name on everything. You know, I just get excited about the fact that I'm building for myself and building for my family, you know, to the point where we don't have to work for nobody, or, you know, we can do our own thing, and I give a foundation, start a base for my family to grow.
Okay.
You know, everything I do for my last name. So basically, everything I've been going, like I said, with this business, it took a while for me to get to where I am now, to the point where I could, you know, leave town and not have to be there hands-on with the business end of everything. So now I started out with like 3 guards. Now I got like 10. So
Oh, look.
yeah, so now I got a little more freedom with,
that's what's
traveling
up.
and everything. Yeah.
So with the security business, let them know where they can find it, how to find the security in the areas that you go, because that's one thing about celebrating life with Sunshine. We celebrate the person, we celebrate what they're doing, their businesses, and African American, Black owned. Okay, let's keep it 100. We are coming up, and we need to celebrate one another.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is, like I said, is under my name, Greg Juice Brady Security Company, and I also am partners with TTG, which is my friends back home business too. So we kind of pretty much just bounce off each other, help each other out, you know, different contracts and stuff like that. If he can't fulfill a contract, I'll fulfill it.
So when you say security, is it alarm systems, or is it people coming to your home or taking them, you know, like big dogs needing security to cover them?
Oh no, it's just like personal security. We do club security, business security. You know, like if you have like a business that need to be, you know, secured or anything like that. I've tried to get out of like the club scenes and everything like that, because, you know, I wanted to get something a little more, not to say that like clubs is not upscale, but just into like more
professional,
Yeah, more
sophisticated.
professional type, yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And club scenes can turn into something dangerous.
Way different.
So, you know, I don't blame you. Gotta get that money.
I also just started training kids too. So.
Oh, you do kids?
Yeah. And I'm actually working with a friend of mine, Ferg T. I'm not sure if they but he's a big name around this area. He just opened up Zone 1.
Really?
Yeah, the skate ring. It used to be the old university. Yeah, so we're trying to bring trying to give a platform for younger kids that want to box too. So he'll be doing amateur shows at the university. Well, not the university now. It's Zone 1. He'll be doing events at Zone 1 now. Hopefully, if everything gets sanctioned.
So, are you thinking about I know you're down south with your business, but are you thinking about bringing some up here too, like opening up and expanding?
Yeah, most definitely. Even though I'm in Charlotte, I still do a lot of networking for my hometown. Like I said, with the guy Farrell that I'll be working with. I'll be actually working with him in August. We're looking to do something like August 7th. And once we start doing this, we're going to try and build as much as we can off of it. And like I said, give people opportunity that want to box to box. And if anybody else have anything else that they want to do, like to be a part of it, to showcase whatever talents they have or whatever business they have,
okay,
we'll give them opportunity.
So you're not just keeping it just boxing. You want to open it and expand.
For me, I'm keeping it boxing. That's just because of what I love to do.
Okay.
But as far as everybody else, like for example, for one of my fights I had in Niagara Falls, the promoter that I was dealing with, Pretty Girl Promotions, they didn't know anybody from my area, but they were doing a show in my area. So she needed like a photographer. I went to friends from here, that I know do photography, and I got them involved, and got them paid for whatever it was they was doing. And she told me that she needed a DJ. So I got a friend of mine here, DJ Big Rob. I asked him to come through for that. And then, I got a friend of mine who, he do rap music and stuff like that. So I had him walk me out. Well, he was supposed to walk me out, but the music played from what he made me. He made me a song.
You said a friend. Who?
Huh?
Who?
His name is No.
No?
Kyle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
have I heard of him?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Is he out there?
He's a local. He's a local. I try and keep it Buffalo.
Yeah.
I try and keep it Buffalo. So everybody that was involved in it.
Well, the reason why I asked, because I know Ferg T, Ferg from Buffalo. I know some.
Yeah. Nah, this is like older guys than what's going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just asked because I'll get you on the show too.
Yeah. He actually put together a track for me, and I love it. I love it. So like I said, I try and keep everything Buffalo.
Yeah.
As much as possible. I promote other people's businesses and all that stuff. I don't ask for money or anything like that. I just try to get your brand out. Anytime I get a platform to show somebody something or, expand their brand or be anything to them, I take advantage of it.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
So now back to boxing.
Yeah.
What's next? Where do you vision yourself in your career? Like, where do you want your career to go?
Okay, so I thought to myself, I said to myself that I told myself I was going to just give myself like 5 more years because I'm getting older now. So I just told myself I was like, give it about 5 years. The promotional company that I'm with right now, they were talking. We were in talks about having a 5-year contract and seeing how everything play out. But it's like the more I do it, it's like I don't really want to cap it. I don't want to put like an age cap on
Gotcha.
what I do because I don't know what I'll be doing if I wasn't boxing. or like I don't know what else would bring me, the kind of joy that boxing do. So
It's your passion.
yeah, so it's like I don't even want to think about that, and I don't like at first, like I said, I was trying to just like, oh, you're getting older, you gonna be able to do this forever, and I'm just like, who said that? Like who said so? So that's where I'm at right now with it. I'm just like, as long as I'm healthy and I can still compete, like I'm not gonna put no cap on it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. The highs and the lows, what's the lowest you've had to deal with as a boxer?
That is a very good question. All right, so when I turned pro, that's when everything went bad for me because it's way more politics. It's way more people trying to take advantage of you. It's way more fake love. It's way more everything. So I would honestly say like turning pro kind of put a damper on the way that I felt about the sport.
Okay.
But not in the physical. Like
No,
when it came
gotcha.
to the paperwork, then everything was like to the point where it was like I missed the amateurs because in the amateurs you just go to a fight, and you'll fight whoever there. It wasn't no politics about it. Like now it's just like, oh, you gotta wait to fight this guy until he get this many fights, and and especially now, like with the whole Jake Paul thing and Floyd, everything is so social media based, and it's just like, everything is like so gimmicky now. It's like I miss the natural
Miss the
grit.
realness.
Yeah, because I tell people all the time, like I could fight somebody in the backyard and with no audience, like as long as I get the recognition of being the best cruiserweight in the world, that's fine for me. Like I don't do it for the acknowledgement from other people or anything like that. Like in my world, I just want to be the greatest at what I'm doing. I'm not really big on like the fame aspect of it, but I know that's a big part of it all. But I just do it because I love it. I obsess with it. Like I'm like obsessed with it. So,
So, let me ask you this now. With the highs and the lows, how do you stay focused, balanced, and leveled out?
I just think to myself, I'm very like strong-minded. I'm very self-motivated. So like a lot of times, like when it comes to boxing, I feel like boxing is it's like a self-empowering sport. Because a lot of times, like a lot of people don't realize it's just you and another person, and your corner can tell you as much as as much as they can. But like when you're in a ring, it's just you and that person. So like you really have to mentally prepare yourself for weeks and months to get ready, to have a life-changing fight with somebody. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because like it's going to change your career. If you lose, it's going to change your career if you win. So you going in there with a lot of pressure on you. So a lot of the times you just have to tell yourself and remind yourself of what you are, who you made, like what you're made of. A lot of times, what I do usually is I just hype myself up really. Like yo, you're a champ. You can't be beat. Nobody better than you. This dude don't know what you're going through right now. You don't know how hard you worked to get here. You don't know, about what this could do to you. He could end your career. Like he could take food out your kid's mouth. He could make it hard for you to, conduct yourself. Conduct your life. So it's a lot of for different fighters. It's different things.
Gotcha.
But for me, that's what it is really. I just try and mentally get myself there every time. So it's just like, when you're standing across the ring from that person that you've been training for, it's just like I talk to myself like, oh, he think he can beat you. You trying to take the food off your table right now, so like, he might be a nice guy, but at the same time, it's like, you're trying to end everything for me. And then it's just like, then I do my self-check, I'm just like, have you been training? Have you been running like you're supposed to? Have you been messing around? Have you been drinking? Have you been? And it's like, no, I'm fully focused. I'm making sure I'm ready for this. And you know, you have to have this a lot of you have to have a lot of mental strength
Gotcha.
for boxing. And it's not. I think it's more of that than it is anything else. Even like beyond the physical.
Okay. Now, you know I got Fridays, Hip Hop Fridays.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, when you working out, what's your top 10 in your phone when you working out? I need to know. And I know everybody else want to know. What do you work out? What gets you amped? Let's go.
Well, I'll say I listen to, lately I've been listening to like a lot of Little Baby.
Okay.
I listen to 50 all the time. I listen to Meek Mills.
Okay.
I'm kind of a artist searcher. Like
Okay.
I try and find artists that people don't listen to, or you know, people who like I go to the old school a lot too. Like when I'm training, just because like the energy is different, and I relate a lot more to you know
Okay.
that era. So I actually too I listen to a lot more R&B than.
Working out?
Yeah.
Wait, working out?
Yeah.
R&B?
Yeah, one day.
That gets you amped, working out?
One day I could be in there training, listening to 50 Cent. The next day I could be listening to like Anita Baker.
Okay.
So it'd just be like
That's different.
it's like a real chill. It's like a real chill, you know, monster.
Really?
yeah. You gotta, you know, just hit it from all angles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm totally opposite. When I hit the gym, I got DMX, I got Nas,
Yeah.
I got Jay-Z, I got my boy Scrooge. I gotta
Yeah.
go hard. But then if I had a bad day, I gotta soak. But then I'm in the gym soaking in the Lord's music, and then I'm crying
Yeah.
sometimes, and I'm like, I can't do this when I'm working out.
Yeah. No, for me though, honestly, the times that I listen to like Anita Baker or something like that, it'll be on a day where I'm on a cool down.
Okay.
It's not like when I'm, I guess, I listen to the DMXs and all that stuff. Like, I listen to that music just like throughout the week. But like,
Gotcha.
when I'm trying to like relax and like calm down, it's just like going through the motions of, you know, the regular everyday routine.
Gotcha.
But it's just like that calm me down a little bit instead of listening to something
Yeah.
like that and then, you know, go in there and go crazy or whatever. So yeah, I just mix it up like that.
So I feel you on that. That I do understand
Yeah.
because you just want something soothing and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But I know you said with the highs and the lows and how it's like politics
Yeah.
and everything now.
Yeah.
The same people that started with you, are they still the same people that you got riding with you now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got like I said, a lot of people that I've dealt with. I really don't try and change my circle at all. Everybody that I deal with now, I dealt with in the amateurs.
Gotcha.
You know, like when I first started out.
Your day ones.
Yeah, like my little brother Charles, he just turned pro, and
Really?
yeah,
Congratulations.
he been killing all here. I've been putting him on everybody because he is smaller weight than me, but I'm like, my little brother, he'll whoop you. He'll come here and whoop you. So you know, I've been like I said, and I try my best to guide them. You know, coming under me, I try and guide them in the right direction as far as like dealing with these contracts with these people.
Gotcha.
And you know, just like knowing what a good deal is and what to do and what not to do, pretty much. So I'm like kind of like in there, and I've been through it all, and I just like try and guide them, you know, in the right direction and stuff like that. And like I said, I kept good relationships with everybody, everybody that I dealt with before. You know, like the trainers that, you know, I've known my whole life. I still am on good terms with them. I come to their gyms when I come back in town, and you know, I work out. I work with them. I work with their fighters. You know, stuff like that. So I'm very much here, still actively involving myself in everything that go on in Buffalo as far as boxing. So
Good.
yeah, I didn't just leave town and never
forgot.
come back.
No, you
I come back
hands-on
all
still.
the time. Anybody can call me in Buffalo. Anybody can call me, and be like, hey, Greg, I got a guy, I got a heavyweight, and he needs some rounds. Like, all right, I'll be there on
Okay.
such and such days. We can set it up like that. So, I work with everybody, amateurs, pros, anybody that's just starting out.
That's so good because you're giving back.
Yeah, always.
That's the name of the game, is giving back.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's love right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, tell us about your eating habits. Like, what is your daily schedule of foods and everything? And do you cheat here and there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And if so, do you got to make that up?
Well, I'm a pescatarian, so I basically ate a lot of seafood. But that's just because, honestly, I would be vegan if I wasn't, dealing in the sport. And so I just feel like I'm fighting a lot of guys who getting a different type of iron that I'm not getting. So I got to be able to compete. So that's the reason I chose to be a pescatarian.
Okay.
But as far as my eating habits, it's times where I bulk up. Like I usually bulk up 8 weeks out. 8 weeks before, like 6 to 8 weeks before a fight. Just so when I start, burning calories and start losing weight and stuff like that, I don't lose too much because I train ridiculous. Like, it's like I got tunnel vision when I'm training. So,
Gotcha.
So basically, it's it's routine to me. I don't even know how to break the habit of eating, because I feel guilty if I do like 2 cheat days. I feel guilty, because I'm just like, oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's calling me, it's calling me.
Nah, it's just, I haven't had beef or pork or turkey or chicken even for
really?
In 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so
I love seafood though.
Yeah, I love seafood.
I made sure all my kids ate seafood. Even my granddaughter's into seafood.
Yeah.
No, we seafood lovers.
Yeah, I definitely love me some seafood.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, who's on your top five that you want to fight, that you would like to see in the ring?
Well, first and foremost, I would love to fight Jake Paul because, and that's just on a personal level, because I feel like it's a disrespect to the sport for him to even. It's not so much of for a money reason or a popularity reason or a fan reason or anything like that. It's just the disrespect level of how you got into the game and how many people you passed to get an opportunity to fight somebody like Floyd. It's ridiculous to me.
I couldn't even understand how he got there, but anywho.
That's what I'm saying. It's all through.
I was like, huh?
Yeah, and I said, man, I will crush Jake Paul. He have no boxing skill. He don't have anything, and for a person like that to skip so many steps.
Yeah.
And it's the level of disrespect. That's you spit on boxing. Hey, I ain't gonna take the route y'all did. I ain't gonna do the hard work. I ain't gonna be in the gym every day. I ain't gonna make the sacrifice y'all making. I'm gonna skip over all that and I'm gonna fight Floyd. So it's just nah.
But for Floyd to even allow that to happen.
Yeah. But Floyd's at the level now that
he's like, whatever.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing that you can really do to affect, like that. But aside from Jake Paul, I'll fight anybody. I really don't have I don't really have a set list of people that I want to fight. Basically,
really?
what I do is I'll check BoxRec and figure out where people are ranked. And if you rank higher than me, I want to fight those people. So
gotcha.
I'll basically say it's Jake Paul and whatever 4 fighters are above me is who I want to fight. So I just try and knock that. I just try and knock it down.
Okay.
I think I was ranked number 34 or 36 in the U.S.
That's
in
good.
In the pros in the cruiserweights. I don't know where I'm ranked at now, but you know, it's always it always fluctuates because people fight like almost every weekend, so it fluctuates a lot.
So now, besides the pro, have you reached the level you wanted to be at this age and then made another level? Like a vision board? Like
Yeah.
every year I have a vision board. But like
Yeah.
I want to conquer all this by this time.
Yeah.
Have you conquered what you wanted to conquer at this age?
No, I haven't, but I'm not. I'm not discouraged by it,
Okay.
or like I'm not like broken down by it because of the fact that I did it my way. Like I feel like a lot of people they get into slave contracts that they can't get themselves out of. Like I know some great boxers, nobody ever heard of, nobody ever seen, because of a slave contract that they got into. So it's like now they are stuck in this contract, can't do nothing, can't really get themselves out there. Their promoters put them on the shelves. You know, the managers not doing their job. So everything I've done, every fight that I ever got, I got myself. I got through ticket deals. You know, like I pretty much did all my own footwork for everything. So
Okay.
nobody can really say that they really gave me anything or done anything for me. You know, like I if I wanted to speak to a promoter about getting on their card, I'll have to sell tickets, and I'll have to pay for my slot, and you know I'll have to earn the money that I get from that fight. So
Okay.
everything was done off my work. Like I never really depended or relied on nobody. So
See, you already took what my other question was, is who's your agent and thing, and you just said, nah, I'm dolo.
no.
But that's a good way of saving your money,
Yeah.
making sure it's done the way you want it done.
And you don't have to take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Like people, like these percentages they talking about, they be like 33 and a third percent.
That's what attorneys charge. And
Yeah.
I'm a paralegal.
Yeah, so like that's
How they getting 33?
that's what they were charging. That's what they're charging.
Are you serious?
I mean, that's what the contracts was pretty much written up as, and then
That's
like
crazy.
yeah, for like 5 years.
They're not attorneys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, but they just switched it with the Muhammad Ali Act,
Okay.
so they really can't get those kind of percentages.
Okay.
But when I came into the pros, that was what the percentages was.
Okay, so it's
So-
switched up now.
Yeah, but it's still
Still
they still get
grimy.
large percentages, and I feel like if I'm risking my life in there,
I know that's right.
how do you get the bigger percentage?
Right?
You're not the person. You making some phone calls. You're doing things that's beneficial for me, but at the same time, it's like 33 and the third percent of that. Then on top of that, you got to think about the taxes that's been taken out on that. Then you got to pay your cut man. You got to pay your other corner man. It's so many things that you got to pay for. By the time you get down to the money that you actually earn, everybody got more money than you did, and you're the person who risked everything.
Risk your life
You're
and
the only
your
person.
body.
You're the only person in the ring.
Right?
and you are the last person to get paid out, and your payout will be way less than everybody else's. So I just pretty much took a different route, and I'm proud of the fact that I didn't, because I turned down so many contracts, and now the situation that I got now, I'm with Southpaw Promotions.
Okay.
And basically, what they do is pretty much they care more for the fighters than they care for anything else. Like far as it's not money, it's not.
know that.
It's just like if you're ready to fight, you're gonna fight. We're gonna make sure you get paid. We make sure that your family taken care of, and you're gonna see everything. We're gonna let you know what everything is before we bring anything to you. So it's more so like a family.
Family based.
Yeah, and it's like I trust them. So those are the only people that I'm dealing with right now. I don't need a manager. I don't want a manager right now. The promotion is basically what's running everything right now.
Gotcha.
So
Now, if you could talk to yourself 5 years ago, what would you tell yourself 5 years ago?
if I could talk to myself 5 years ago, I would have probably told myself to not do a lot of the things that I did within the fight. I it was times in, within my career where I took breaks that I shouldn't have had for so long, for as long as I did.
Okay.
And it took me getting to like right now to really realize that boxing is like it's my happiness. So like when I'm not boxing, it's like I was wondering like to myself like why am I not satisfied? Why am I not why am I not okay? And then like once I get into the gym, it's just like it's like the most therapeutic thing for me. Just like the training in itself, it's just like this is what I need to do and this is where I need to be regular. Like that's like my regulars when I'm in the gym.
Okay.
So like if I'm not in the gym, it's like I feel like I'm missing something in life. I feel like I'm just wasting time, like not doing nothing. I'm just like working and just coming home, and I'm just like, what else is there? Like what am I missing? And it's always been boxing.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Now, we talked about one of your businesses, the security. Let's talk about the other business.
Okay, so the personal training is, I actually started that during the pandemic.
Okay.
So what I was going to do was I was going to start doing like just I think it's like the Zoom. I forgot the name of Zoom. Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom locked me out one week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started trying to do it that way. Like that was also like a slow start too, but it really started to pick up when I started to base it towards children mostly.
Okay.
Because I feel like men, like if you're around my age or something like that, you feel like can't nobody really tell you what to do and you want to try. It's a little harder, and it's like also they're not as committed as a kid would be if they get exposed to something for the first time.
So you still do that with Zoom?
No, but I will. I'm willing to for people in Buffalo.
Okay.
Because like I said, I still come down here and try and do my networking in the whatever amount of time that I'm here. So I definitely will.
It's good that you did that because the simple fact is during the pandemic, where could we go?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You stay at home, you eat. That's why I'm back in the gym. The gym's open. I was like, Lord. Okay, then you got to get back in that gym. But for the kids, they didn't have nothing else to do.
Right.
My sons was like, okay, trampoline in the backyard, basketball in the front yard. What else can we do?
Right.
Where else can we go? We bike ride, but so that's good.
And that's what I mean, like when I say I didn't know how easy it was to get into boxing. Like I said, like once I found my gym that I started out at, I just kept walking past it, and I was just like, I'm gonna go down there one day. And I was just like, why not today? And then from that point on, it built my whole career just from making that decision. But the thing about it is, like I try and let people know that it's not hard to get into it as long as you mean what you say. Like I meant what I said. Like when I walked into the gym, I seen all the fighters in there, and I was like, I'm gonna be better than all these fighters in there. I was like, I'm gonna beat up every last one of them. So I sat there, I trained every day. I was at the gym every day until I was the best fighter in my gym.
Okay.
Then when I took it from there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the best boxer in Buffalo. And then I became the best cruiserweight boxer in Buffalo. And then I was just like, okay, now I'm gonna try for other states. I'm gonna try for the world. Like when you start to build that kind of confidence, it put into your mind that nothing can stop you. Like whatever I put my mind to, I feel like I can make it happen as long as I put in the work like I did in boxing. So my view on life is based off of what I accomplished in boxing.
Okay.
So
now I checked your stats. I don't know if they was correct, so correct me if I'm wrong. I seen before there was a draw, and then you lost one.
Yeah.
How did you handle the lost one?
I took it as I came off of a long, like this is around the time that I told you, like I took time off from boxing that I shouldn't have, and this was like a 3-year layoff that shouldn't have happened because I had just beat an undefeated fighter.
Okay.
And I thought that my career was gonna take off. So I'm just like, oh, like this is it. I beat a guy. He was 8-0. He was 8-0 with 7 knockouts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So in the sport of boxing, to take on a fight like that, when I only had like 5 fights, that's like unheard of. Like you really don't really take that kind of leap.
Yeah.
At an early time because everybody fight these little like cab drivers is what they call them, like just like some guy off the street. So when I fought the undefeated guy, I was like, okay, it's gonna take off now. It didn't. It was like it made it worse actually. Like
really,
people avoided me because I knocked out everybody I ever beat. I knocked out. So people started to avoid me. People started to not want to fight me because they didn't know my background. They didn't know I didn't give enough within my resume for them to feel comfortable with like taking a jump at me. So I sat on the shelf for like 3 years. Then when I came back on, I did all the wrong things to lose the weight, and I was just like under a lot of pressure. It just felt like I never boxed before.
Got you.
So like when I got in there, I didn't perform at the best of my ability. I beat myself. Like there was nothing about what went on in that fight that I ever felt like this person was better than me. I was just like I said, when I did my check within myself, I knew it was a lot of stuff that I didn't do and I wasn't ready for, and just my pride pretty much took that fight.
Gotcha.
I was just like, I'm gonna fight anybody. I ain't scared of nobody. I'll fight whoever you put in front of me. It was like that kind of mentality that made me do it, but deep down on the inside, I knew that I wasn't ready. So.
Have you fought that person again?
I don't know. I would love to, though. I would love to.
Have you put it out there?
Yeah, Brad. Well, he's not. That's like a personal. That would be like a personal vendetta that I have out on him. But my thing is like, I wanna, just get into a good groove of things, and then come back and crush him. Because like the thing about it is, I'm already ranked higher than him. Already.
Oh, so you have to
that would be good. That would be
That'd
literally,
be like
that would literally
pedaling back.
It's like I'm wiping everything out. I'm like, oh, but hold on, I gotta go back and punch you in the face for what you did that last time. So.
Gotcha.
So that's like what kind of situation that would be. But I would definitely take that fight again. But it's like I said, it's a situation to where it'll just be like a step back. That would just be like for like exhibition almost. You know what I mean? Like for real. That's what it would be like.
So tell them how to find you.
Oh, okay. So I am on Instagram under Greg Juice Brady. And I am also on Facebook under Greg Brady. Anything that involves me, I just pretty much put my name on everything. So, it's not hard to find. People put so many other extra things before their name, but I just try and keep it as simple as possible.
So what else do you want to tell your fans? What's to look out for?
Look out for a bunch of knockouts. Look out for a lot of knockouts. Anytime I get in the ring, I'm telling you, I mean, it's not like I don't really gun for it in a fight, but I try not to leave nothing to the judges because in the amateurs, I got robbed in fights. I dominate people, but, favoritism and the way that things go now with these judges, you can't leave it to the judges. So I put everything into every fight that I have.
Okay.
And if you want to see some action, you need to come to a Greg Brady fight because that's where you're going to get the action at.
Okay. So when's the next time you're bringing it to Buffalo?
I'm as soon as I can. Right now, it's the politics with New York State right now. With the so as soon as we can get some fights in New York State, as far as like the promoting and all that stuff.
Okay.
As soon as we can get some fights there, I will be elated to fight in my hometown.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I will bring the whole city out.
So I can't leave without I know you watched some of my other interviews, right?
Yeah.
I go through people's photos. I get to know who the person is.
Yeah.
When did you meet Holyfield?
Oh, that was okay. So that was actually, it was a real funny story. It was like a random football day. My cousin,
Really?
yeah, my cousin, his name is Jonathan. So basically what we do, I got a group of cousins to where we are very random. So like, yeah, so like one day.
Explain random.
Okay, so like I got family that they just be like, yo, you wanna go to Chicago? I was like, yeah. It'd be a regular. It could be
Y'all
a
just
regular
hop on a plane
Tuesday. Yeah. It's a regular Tuesday. They're like, you wanna go to Chicago? Yeah. Yo, you wanna go to Houston? Yeah. And that's how we move. So one day, my cousin asked me to go to a Georgia game,
Okay.
and so I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I mistakenly wore the colors of the opposite team of Georgia. So I go in there not knowing that Evander Holyfield's son played for the Georgia Dogs. So I come and I'm just like, hey man, what's going on? Because Evander Holyfield is my favorite boxer. He's the person that pretty much molded who I am in boxing and my style and just who I try to emulate.
Okay.
So when I seen him and I felt like he felt like I was on a different team, and I was like,
oh.
I'm like, no, I didn't like that. I didn't know who they were playing. I didn't know what the team colors was and none of that. So, it was like real awkward at first. And he had like this real like stoic demeanor to him. Like he was just like yeah,
he
like
was grilling you.
Yeah. But then like we talked a little bit about boxing and stuff like that, and it wasn't like that.
Okay.
But that was definitely he was like one of the 3 fighters that I definitely had to meet. I've met all 3 of my idols in boxing.
Who was your idols besides?
Roy Jones.
Okay.
Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson.
You met Tyson too.
I was at Mike Tyson's training camp, and I was getting.
I didn't see Tyson in your pictures.
No, because the day I met him, I didn't know that I was going to meet him.
Your phone is always supposed to be charged on deck. My phone stays charged, and I got a charger in my bag and everything.
Yeah, but I met Roy Jones a lot. He also, like in the amateurs, I tried to be Roy Jones. Like, he actually was at a fight in Virginia, and he seen me knock out like one of the toughest opponents that I had.
Really?
Yeah. And
that's love, though.
Yeah, and it was like mind blowing to me because he came over, he was talking to my mom and my cousins and all of us, and it was just like, I can't believe Roy Jones is speaking words to me right now. He was just like, oh, that was a good knockout, man. I was like, you strong, like giving me pointers and stuff, and I'm just like, well, you liked it? Like it was just like, it was like almost like dad approval, that's the level it was for me.
Aww.
Yeah, so it was just like, that was mind blowing to me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Aww. Well, is there anything you want to say to them before we head out?
Just stay tuned into the next fight that I have coming up, which will be...
the date.
I'm not sure on the date, so...
Okay.
I know it'll be in August, and I know that once we start doing the promotion for everything, if you want to get in contact with me on my Instagram or anything like that, then, I'll be posting the dates and stuff like that, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
also, send me the flyer, and I'll post, too.
Yeah, okay.
Because, Saturday, I was like, okay, I was being lazy. My first Saturday, no travel sports, no track meets, nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me make his promo now. So I'm in the bed making the promo, and that's why I said I went through your pictures and stuff. I always do my investigations on people.
Yeah.
So I come 100.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Holyfield. Yes. Because seriously, when Mike Tyson first came out on the scene and stuff, my father, God rest his soul, we would stay up to watch boxing. We would stay up. Roy Jones.
Yeah.
I'm like, they must have forgot. You know what I mean? Like Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and you met all 3.
Yeah. Those was...
Not a lot of people meet all 3.
Yeah. I love the fact that I was able to. I wanted to meet Muhammad Ali. You know, God rest his soul, but you know, I really wish that would have just been something that was just like something
That's
way
legendary.
beyond, way beyond anything.
Because he's endured. It's like not taking credit from the rest of them, but for him, what he endured, the military and all that issues, and then coming out saying he's a Muslim and things to that nature, and then making it to where he was.
Yeah, it was way deeper. It was way deeper than boxing.
Yeah.
And you know, just as a man, I respect him as a great man, as a great boxer, as a somebody who, through all the adversity, he overcame everything, and like that's amazing to me. It's an amazing show of resilience and everything. So he definitely was. He's beyond everything. He's like the godfather of boxing.
Yeah,
so,
he really is.
Yeah, so I really wish I would have been able to meet him.
I think a lot of us wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard it first. 716 Buffalo in the building. We thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking time out from the family to speak and everything. You know, definitely. Buffalo got a rep. I've been here 15 years. My kids, my two youngest ones were born here, so trust me, we're Buffalo. My son, the youngest, the sports child, Buffalo Bills crazy. And our house is division. No, seriously, I'm a Ravens fan.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's the Bills.
Yeah.
And when the Bills made it and the Ravens didn't,
you put him on punishment?
I had to eat it. No, I had to make a shirt, and me and him rocked the Buffalo Bills shirt.
Oh, yeah? Wow. That was hard to digest.
I was like, what? And with him, because he's the one that'll call his uncle, who's Georgia, his uncle Dante, is the Falcons. He will make a video and be like, yo, how are your Falcons right now? Like, everybody be like, you know what? And he's only 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that hurt.
Yes. He'll come with stats and everything. He wasn't ready because he would have been here.
Yeah, that hurt.
Trust me. So, again, thank you for tuning in. Remember, support, like and share. And if you're in the areas where his business is, holla at him. Let's help one another. We thank you. Have a great night. Mwah. Sunshine out.